Hey, what's going on, guys? Casey here with my buddy Matt, casting some more StarCraft 2 action from the Chobo Team League. This is a Week 5 matchup between Guns and Roaches and Team All Inspiration. And I'll start off by introducing the pink Terran player in the bottom left corner of Overgrowth. It is All Inspiration's Canary.
And in the top right corner, we have our Guns N' Roaches player playing as the green Protoss Zackor. Now, this is a diamond matchup, and we have a good old TVP right now.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see this. I just want to watch our Terrans play here because we really don't have that many. I think Canary and Operator are off the top of my head. I know Unjustified plays some Terran too, but and I apologize if I'm missing anyone by the way, but I just don't really get to see a lot of Terrans play, so I'm really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, it should be interesting. We haven't casted a ZVP in a while, or a TVP in a while, so should be good. New builds, hopefully. So I want to see something different, not the normal 4-gauge or the DT rushes or the just macro up and just build the biggest army. I'd like to see an interesting build here and there.
Well, we'll have to take a look because this is a league matchup, so generally players want to play with their safe. Well, you could look at that two different ways. You can say that they'd want to play with their safe builds and just try to win the game, or they can think it as a good time to pull something crazy. And then just try to really throw off the opponent, like what Sinistar likes to do with the Swarm Hosts.
Yeah, so these two scouts are going to high-five each other, say hello as they pass each other, and the wall just gets completed now or no?
Well, I'm pretty sure there's a way in here. No, it doesn't look like it. The probe can't make it up. So the wall is complete enough to be secretive here. There's a gas finish. It looks like there's a Marine on the way, though, just to take care of that probe, I would imagine. And on the other side, SCP scouting out the core. Everything's all standard here, except I guess we have two gas going, which is pretty early for Protoss. So we might see a Stargate.
So point one for our Terran player to get the scout down. Our Protoss player, though, a Marine is already out. Did he lose his probe?
No, his probe's on its way back. He was able to get out of there with his life.
Everything looks pretty standard as it seems right now. Yeah. He pulled 2 workers out of gas, so now there's only 4 in gas, 2 in each.
Looks like we're building something up here in the top corner. I don't know. This probe is sitting waiting. What is that?
Twilight Council. So I'm thinking either Blink Stalkers or DT Rush right now. Now, we have a Stalker being warped out right now, but that's a very early Twilight Council.
Yeah, definitely. It was as close to, well, it could have been a few seconds quicker, I suppose, but it was the absolute next thing built after that core was finished, and Warp Gate is coming down. So that, it's hard to tell. It looks like this probe is setting up for an expansion, but I don't really know.
Yeah, he's supply blocked at the moment, though, so he's either looking to build a pylon or, going to build a pylon and then probably build the natural.
Yeah. And on the other side here, we have a starport coming down for Canary, pumping out some Widow Mines as well. He's just going to protect his mineral line with that Widow Mine. So he's expecting probably some sort of Oracle play here. I think he thinks he's going to see a starport.
Yeah, but Blink is being researched, so we're not seeing any Dark Templars this time, unfortunately. I love the Dark Templar rush. It is difficult to pull off against the Terran player. You need to send in one at a time to try and get rid of the scans. But he put workers back into gas again, so they are both fully loaded. 2 more gateways on their way down, and still hasn't dropped the naturals. So
yeah, it looks like he's changed his mind. He's going to be going for sort of 3-gate Blink Stalker push, which could work. There's really only Marines here, although the medevacs are coming out and the Widow Mines are in place as well. With no observer to spot those, it's going to be pretty much impossible to attack Terran right now. And we have the medevac fully loaded and moving out across the map.
Yeah, so let's see if this could do any type of damage. These Stalkers are making their way back, but Mothership core out.
Yeah, it looks like Zackor saw the drop load up and take off as he is sending his Stalkers back home. Blink is going to be finished very soon here. But do we only have... Okay, we have 4 Stalkers and a Mothership Core against like 8 Marines, so pretty sure that this is going to go in Zackor's favor, and I think Canary will be able to figure that out soon, but he's going right in here. Oh, Blink is not done yet. If it finishes right now, we could have a Blink right under...
Oh, there it is!
Oh!
Oh, what a victory for... Oh, that was a very good snipe by our Protoss player.
Yeah, that clutch Blink finishing, man, it finished just in time to allow that to happen. And I feel bad because I'm supposed to be rooting for Canary, but that was such a good play and such good timing for that Blink there to finish just in time. And now Canary's in a bit of trouble because he has a forward pylon up here, going to be warping in Blink Stalkers, and there's only a few Marines, although he still has the Widow Mines in place, and it's going to be hard.
Yeah, it is going to be difficult with 4 Widow Mines.
5 Widow Mines lining up the entire... Yeah, 1 Stalker going out to draw fire, but only 1 of the Widow Mines triggers. He's going to try to set another one off. Oh, he's trying to blink away. I see. He doesn't know there's so many more Widow Mines, though.
Oh, he was able to get in and away from... Let's see what kind of damage he could do now.
Yeah,
SCV's being pulled.
And worst possible scenario here, he's getting tons of scouting here. He's kiting into more Widow Mines. Oh, nice blink.
Very nice blink.
I suppose, that's something I wasn't 100% aware of. Like, if they blink at the right time, do they kind of avoid all damage from those Widow Mines?
Yep, it blows up out of range, so...
Yeah, well, they're still doing some damage.
Yeah, if we look at the units lost tab right now, it's 18-3 right now in favor of our Protoss players. So these Widow Mines, though, are going to do their job and take out... oh, they're being repositioned now.
Yeah, no more production really coming out of Canary. Lots of SCVs going down here. Like, at the moment, we're at 11 killed. Now, they might be able to hold this off, though.
Yeah, only 2 Stalkers left, and they're gone. Oh, no,
They blinked out. They made it out with their lives, and they did a lot of damage. And now the second base goes down for Zackor, and he's going to try to macro out of this play here. That was a little bit all in.
Yeah, well, it was a good push, unfortunately, or fortunately for our Terran player, he was able to hold it off, so...
Yeah, but he's pretty far behind. He's got 10 SCVs right now, and the second base going down for Zackor is going to allow him to pull himself even further in the lead. Robo facility going down, so he'll be able to get some observers out for the next attack, and that'll really bolster his chances of just ending the game. Canary is getting to scout the Viking.
Yeah, and just looking at the resources lost, it's actually not that big of a difference. It's only 700 between the two of them. So even though our Terran player lost a lot of units, he didn't actually lose that many resources.
Yeah, but being so far behind in workers is really going to put a hamper on this. Although he does have 3 command centers fully built now into orbital commands. 2 more barracks going down. He's going to try to macro himself out of this, and he could go and land that expansion right now, and then he'd have 3 bases worth of mules. So he could catch up here.
Yeah, well, our Protoss player is chrono boosting out an observer and waypointing it down to the Terran base to get a good idea. It's going to be literally right on top of the Widow Mine, so...
Oh, Stalkers. No, okay, they blinked. All right, I forgot they could do that for a second. Wow, he triggered like 3 Widow Mines there and didn't take much damage at all from that.
No, very good micro by our Protoss player.
He's going to continue to warp in some Stalkers. Well, in the meantime, probing up his natural. He's got a cannon going down on his natural as well, just to defend against any sort of drop play. Because right now, that's kind of all we can really expect out of Canary is for him to load up some drop ships and make a sort of desperate attempt. But with the siege tank down, he's going to siege up on the top of the main here, and observer in play, and we're going to be able to kill off these Widow Mines now.
Yeah. Oh, that observer is just going to get... Oh, no. The observer does go down, so no longer able to take out those Widow Mines. But all of his energy is used, so...
So no more scans here. But the observer is all the way back at home, and it's not moving out. So it looks like he's just going to just sacrifice the vision here and just stick with knowing that he is pulling farther and farther ahead the longer his natural is in play.
Yeah, I like the pressure put on by the Protoss player, but I'd like to see him try and get a different strategy out now, because he realizes that the Blink Stalkers aren't really going to work at the moment with the bunker, the Widow Mines, and the loss of the Observer. Our Terran player does have a second base down, and also a third base down that hasn't moved out yet, but...
Yeah, and during that whole time, Canary did a great job continuing SCV production. He's got the building into 3 command centers at once now, as opposed to the 2 from Zackor, so he can catch up, and he is catching up. He's only down by 38 to 42, and plus mules are being dropped as well, so the income is gradually going to transition to be in Canary's favor here.
Yeah, if we look at the units lost, the resources is only in favor of our Protoss player by about exactly 107 minerals. So that's literally 2 probes. So not much of a lead. And now that our Terran player is virtually fully saturated, although the gases aren't down on his second, he does have he is catching up very quickly.
Yeah, Blinkstalker's doing a good job catching those Hellions, trying to run by there and get some damage done. We do have a Colossi out and another one on the way, and then a few more gateways being dropped. So Zackor looks like he's going to be trying to power off of 2 bases now and get another big push going, because at the moment his army is actually pretty small.
Yeah, if we look at the units tab, well, the supply is 105 to 82 in favor of our Terran player. So after holding off that push, he's done a phenomenal job of just rebuilding and just staying focused on ensuring that he's able to make a run at this game.
Yeah, and I was incorrect in saying that Zackor was going to be pumping up his army. Actually, he drops a 3rd base, and if the Terran keeps kind of playing safe like this, it really could go well for him. But I think that Canary's going to move out after having salvaged those 2 bunkers down, unsieging his tank. I think he's going to head out with this push here, which is a good decision, because he doesn't want that 3rd base to be up and running for Protoss.
Oh, now has our Terran player seen the 3rd base yet, or no?
No, he hasn't seen it, but he should be, realizing here. Okay, we're at the 17-minute mark, and if he's not attacking
he just
yet,
saw it. Unfortunately, that probe that went to build it was moving from the 3rd to the 2nd, and our Terran player saw that, and therefore scanned the 3rd and saw the 3rd.
Okay, good. So he knows what's up now. He's going to come over here and try to take his own 3rd then, which I think a better decision would be to push his army up into Zackor's natural here, or his 3rd, and just take that out and force some sort of fight, because Zackor's not ready for it right now. But instead he's going to sit back and take his 3rd, which is okay too, I guess. The way the upgrades look is Terran only has stim right now. I don't even see an engineering bay anywhere.
No, he did drop an armory.
Where's his armory?
In his natural, but nothing has been researched out of it.
Yeah, not really sure here. His upgrades are pretty low compared to the Blink and the +1 of Zackor. His army may be bigger, but the army's going to be a little bit beefier for Zackor.
Yeah, if those Colossus are microed properly, they can take out that bio ball. Like it's just going to be cannon fodder for our Colossi to just take them out, and to with the Blink Stalkers stay out of range, couple Zealots to tank. It's pretty even right now. Even though supply isn't a 42 advantage for our Terran player, I just think that the compilation of our Protoss player is a little bit better if microed properly.
Yeah, plus those upgrades too, like +2 attack coming through, +1 armor already finished, or +2 armor, sorry, already finished. Psystorm coming in as well as some High Templar. So again, the longer that Canary sits back and kind of lets Zackor do what he wants, the worse it's going to be for him once the fight starts. Good reaction time to save that Stalker. It's a small thing, but he was able to catch that Stalker and blink him away and save his life.
Yeah, so the Terran player is getting close to being maxed out. He's 185 supply, a little bit supply blocked right now, but I'm kind of surprised that our Protoss player hasn't moved his units over towards his 3rd to kind of protect it, but we have 5 Colossi out now.
Yeah, and a base going down at the gold here for Zackor. Terran wants to move out now, but he's being kind of tentative about it, and I don't really know what he's necessarily waiting for because he's not getting any upgrades, so he might as well move out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's either waiting to get to 200 or he's waiting to formulate a plan. But
Oh, he's pulling all the SDVs. He's going all in with this attack. He's going to be able to take out this base at the goal, but that's not really what's going to matter here because now Protoss knows where he is, and he can set up defensively. +2 attack is about to finish here, and it probably will be done in time for this battle.
yeah, now these
Here it
here it
comes.
comes. Oh, perfect storms.
Beautiful
These
storms
Colossus.
going down. Oh my god, the Terran army's just sitting in the storms here, and now +2 actually hasn't finished yet, so it was a good time for Terran to go in, but it is going to finish any second here, and then these Colossi are just going to start tearing stuff up. Although they are... Oh my god, they're not being focused down. There's 2 Colossi so close to dying, but no, GG.
Unfortunately, he wasn't able to micro away from those big AoE spells, and his bio units just couldn't handle the AoE. It was just too much damage.
Yeah, and he took all his SUVs with him too, so he was definitely done there. He couldn't come back from that. Even if he was able to clean up this army with just like 4 or 5 Marauders left, it wouldn't have done anything. So, good game there by Zackor and Canary. Both well played, and we have another win going over 4 Guns and Roaches here. So, anything else you'd like to say about that game?
No, I think the transition from the Blink Stalkers into the Colossi, realizing that our Terran player was going with a lot of bio units, the transition to AoE made the game for him. And unfortunately, our Terran player didn't have upgrades out, so the damage just wasn't there for them. But it was a good game by both players. I learned something new every day, and this was a good, probably a replay that I'm going to watch again just to learn from both players.
All right, well, that was a good game again, and thanks a lot for watching, guys. Stay tuned for the next game coming up shortly.
Cheers.